Okay, we're going. You with me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Megsy and Sauce. Thanks for
Okay.
joining the 6th episode of the podcast Tales from South Provo. So when did we go to Africa? Do you remember what year that was?
No.
2014, maybe?
I think it was like 2000. I'm going to guess 2000. Yeah, 2014.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
So we were
15.
supposed to go in 2013. Everyone canceled on me and Megan the day before our trip.
Like literally the day before.
And we were sitting there at your house the day of our trip trying to decide if we were going to go to Africa by ourselves.
There was 5 of us.
Yeah.
And then, and then
Chrissy, Brent all backed out like 48 hours before.
yeah, because I had like legitimate stuff. Yeah.
Well, they said it was legitimate.
Yeah.
So we rescheduled. We invited more people. We had 10 people on our trip. It was pretty sweet.
Super sweet.
But the 3 of us plus Bryce had a separate flight with layovers in Turkey. Do you guys remember Bryce?
Yeah, Bryce, who
Yeah.
isn't participating.
Bryce isn't with us, so I decided to share a video of Bryce.
My favorite video of Bryce.
Hey, ready? Said like 19. Megan, stop!
The baby carrot.
Let's do that one again. 19. Megan, stop! What are you doing? 19. Megan, stop!
Oh my gosh.
The stash with the feet kicking.
I never realized till I just watched that I yelled at you. Sorry about raising the voice.
I think that's like usually how most of the videos I have end because
You're recording me without me knowing.
Yeah, I'm sneaking recording, but actually you probably know I'm actually recording.
If I had known what Bryce was doing and that you were recording Bryce, I wouldn't have said a word. Like, you just keep going. Okay. Oh yeah, I got another photo to share with you. So let's see if this brings back any memories.
The longest flights ever.
Oh man.
Okay, so let's talk about when our first layover in Turkey. It was like 20 hours. We get there, we're walking through the airport, and Bryce is from California, and he sees, do you guys remember this? He sees a guy with a hoodie that says California on it in the airport, and Bryce goes, California!
I do remember now.
Yeah.
Some guy that probably didn't even know what his hoodie said. He was probably in some terrorist group and wanted to kill us. So that's my first memory of Turkey. My second memory is we take the train from the airport. We go down to where all the mosques are. We get out of the train. We're walking through this plaza, and there's this really friendly, nice guy who greets us and speaks good English and wants to be our friend. You remember?
I don't remember.
He invites us to go into his little shop to drink some tea.
His rug.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got stuck in there for like 100 hours, it felt like.
And some bugs.
Both of you both of you had heard or read that like you got to be careful. These people that try to sell you rugs, they'll bring you in and be your friend, and then try to like pressure you into selling rugs. So you guys are like paranoid, like we got to get out of here, guys. We got to get out of here. We're gonna get murdered. Meanwhile,
This was after the guy had already grabbed my butt on the train.
Yeah, I was gonna say that is my first.
I forgot about that. So here's the worst though. I'm sitting there with my normal monotone voice and attitude in the rug shop. You guys don't want to be there. You're stressed. Bryce and I are just like, whatever. And both of you are so freaking nice and acting so interested in everything they're talking about that you're like making it like way worse. You're like, what about this? And you're like, oh, that's so beautiful. Oh, that's a gorgeous rug. So obviously they think you're gonna want to buy it. You're like, oh, this is wonderful. Is this handmade? And I'm sitting there thinking, they're the ones that don't want to be here. Why the heck are they trying to buy stuff from them?
And we're definitely not gonna carry a rug around Africa on our safari.
Oh yeah, this is great. We'll come back later and look at it some more.
Just trying to be nice foreigners, you know?
Yeah, you guys are trying to be so nice that they're just waiting for you to pull out your wallet and buy 4 rugs from them.
Oh
We
man.
haven't had any sleep, okay?
Okay, so we see some mosques, whatever, make our way to Africa. And I just want to ask the both of you, I've heard, I don't know this from firsthand experience, but I've heard that in marriage, it's important to have no secrets with your spouse. Would you agree?
Yeah.
It's probably true.
Do you both adhere to that principle, would you say?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm calling BS right now. Because I bet that neither of you have told your husbands about the fruit boy.
Good boy.
So
You
what
both
did
had a crush on the fruit guy.
No,
Cut
just
our own fruit with those sweet knives.
You guys love that guy way too much.
He was so
He's
nice.
probably like the only person we could really communicate with.
Yeah.
So we go to Mombasa in Kenya.
And
So
this was like right after they had all those like car bombs. Like
Well, they had hostages in that mall.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. We saw it had all the bullet holes in it.
Yeah. And we go to this resort, and you guys are getting like 8 helpings of mangoes a day because you had a crush on the fruit guy. You had more pineapple than anyone I ever heard of
oh my gosh.
because you thought that guy was so cute.
Didn't work out for us there, Megs.
Anyway,
Fruit boy.
you should probably tell Russ and Brad about that guy and just get it out in the open.
Yeah.
About all our African
Yeah.
loves.
I guess I should stop emailing fruit boy now that I
All right. I just thought of that the other day.
I forgot about that.
On another episode, we can talk more about Africa, and you can talk about your correspondences with Kefir.
Kefir.
Oh, also Steph. Steph can talk about all the jumping men that were like trying to woo
She
her.
was the real winner.
Yeah, all those
She had all
all
of
those
that.
Kenyan guys loved you Caucasian girls, that's for sure. One of the guy, was it Kefir that had, or was it someone else that had his Facebook profile picture was like he'd like stolen it off of Facebook from
Yeah.
Chrissy and Steph Cook or something.
Yeah.
It was like of Chrissy and his orphan children.
Okay. Here's a question, trivia. What is the name of the currency in Kenya?
Dude, I was trying to remember, and Bryce, like, he ruined me. It's either shekels or shillings. I don't remember which is which.
Remember, Aubrey?
No, I can't. It's the same thing. I can't keep it straight now.
So it's shillings.
Ah,
And Bryce always got it wrong and called it shekels.
That's like in the Bible, right? Shekels in the Bible, Old
yeah,
Testament.
something like that.
And then every time he said it, you remember Frere would get mad at him and yell at him. And then at the end of the trip, Frere was calling it shekels. Bryce jacked over everyone.
Yeah, we got to do an Africa podcast. That'd be a good one with everyone.
I wish Bryce was on here so he could do all his accents, all his traveling accents.
Yeah. He goes to another country and his English gets horrible. He feels like they can understand him better if he talks like crap. All right, we'll do an Africa one then later. Okay. Do you know that I am dabbling in digital art?
Oh, no.
No.
Okay, let me show you one of my little art things here.
Oh
You guys
my
see
god.
that?
Fish slap. It's amazing. Remember our first trip to Europe, Tim, and all you did was take pictures of people wearing skinny jeans?
Yeah. So, you want me to tell you about my fish slap gif?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
I've had 2 siblings tell me that the hand was inappropriately slightly too high.
It is a little high.
But I'm telling you, right above the knees, that's the sweet spot. So, for a long time, I thought that I invented the fish slap. Like, I thought I was the only one in the world that thought of it. No one ever taught it to me. I just thought of it, and I started slapping people's legs, and it seemed like a fish, so I called it fish slap. Later, I find out that other people did it as well. But I consider myself kind of Mr. Miyagi, I guess, of fish slaps. Have you guys seen Karate Kid?
Yeah.
Russ is watching Cobra Kai right now.
So here's the thing. Danielson is never going to disrespect Mr. Miyagi and just sneak up to him and give him a roundhouse kick to the back of the head. You respect your sensei, you respect your master. So I feel like I have liberty and license to fish slap anyone I want, anywhere, front, back, double fish slap, whatever. And no one ever, ever should fish slap me. I find it very disrespectful. So, you remember in the Indian Ocean, Megan?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to tell it or you want me to tell it?
If
You
I
tell
remember-
your side.
What's that?
So you tell your version.
Yeah, so the way I remember it is I saw this, we were in the ocean and I saw this really good opportunity to sneak up on you and fish slap you. And I was like super proud of myself because I surprised you. And then the Indian Ocean fish slapped me.
You said, Tim, come here, I got to tell you something. So I'm like, what? I walk over and you're like down in the water and you go,
Ready.
fish slap in the Indian Ocean. And I was so ticked. And then a wave just side slapped your head. The best karma ever.
About that.
That was a good one.
So good.
I think
Yeah,
for a
I was
while,
wondering the other day, like where fish slap originated, or like when it originated, and I didn't know.
well, yeah, I don't know. I just started doing it to people, but other people do fish laps independent of me, but it originated right here for me. But I would always try to think of all the different instruments I could use to fish lap someone. 'Cause didn't I get you with a pitchfork once?
Yeah, like on the ranch, I think.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then in Havasupai, I got you with the jawbone of a donkey. Remember?
What?
So you remember?
Giabo?
I found like a, in the Bible it says the jawbone of
Oh.
a word.
Oh. Yeah. I thought you said a giabo. I thought that was like another word for dung or something.
No, a jawbone.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's true.
Jawbone of an ass.
That was a more creative one.
And then when we were in Africa, Frere got someone with a flipper, like a snorkel flipper, when we were looking at
Yeah.
starfish.
I think that was me.
We tried to get someone with a starfish, but then we found out we'd be fined if we touched the starfish.
Oh man.
Okay, that's all just, everything up to this point is just filling time.
Just reminiscing.
The real purpose of this is to talk about our return trip to Turkey.
Pretty
So we had another like 22-hour layover on the way back. And a few people told us you have to do a Turkish bath. I was home teaching some family in my ward, this couple, and the lady she's like 5'11", she's pretty tall, and I was telling them that I was going to Turkey, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you got to do a Turkish bath," and the lady's like, "Yeah, it's kind of crazy because their towels aren't very big." She's like, she's like, the towel wouldn't fit all of me, so I had to choose to cover either the top or the bottom. I couldn't cover both.
How come me and Megs didn't know that before we did this?
Yeah. So that's the only thing I knew about Turkish bath. So we show up, look around like close to our hostel or hotel or whatever, find this place, and we just look on the outside of the building. There's like posters, and it just looks like people getting a massage, right? Like people are in towels, and it just looks like you go get a massage. So I'll tell it from my perspective, and then you guys can tell me your experience.
Okay.
So we all go in, the four of us, us three and Bryce. No one there speaks English. We don't speak Turkish. And so people were just like pointing at stuff, and they point for me and Bryce to go to this changing room. So Bryce and I go in this changing room. They give us a towel. So we go take our clothes off and put these towels around our waists. And we walk out, and we're just like wandering in this lobby area, like where people were just hanging out, like men and women. I've been in some bathhouses in Korea where the men entrance and the women entrance is separate. So like you never see the other gender the whole time. So that's kind of what I was picturing. But next thing I know, I'm standing in a towel in the middle of the lobby with Bryce. And then this guy, worker guy, comes in and like ushers us down this hallway and takes us into this little sauna. So we're sitting in this sauna. It's not very big. And we're just hanging out in our towels, and it's getting hot and starting to get a little sweaty. And I assume that the two of you are on the other side of the building somewhere on the women's section, and we're in the men's section. And we're sitting there in the sauna looking out the glass door, and all of a sudden a lady shows up, like a worker lady in the men's section. I'm like, what the heck is this lady doing in the men's section? And she opens the door, and next thing I know, she ushers the two of you in, who are only in towels.
Only in the mini towels,
And
Covered, but barely.
but barely.
the sauna couldn't even, there was not enough room in there to fit like one more person, even if it was a midget. We were like shoulder to shoulder. So there's
Naked
Bryce,
towel.
Yeah,
me, Aubrey next to me, like shoulder to shoulder, bare shoulder to bare shoulder. And then Megan, bare shoulder on the other side of Aubrey. We're all smashed in there, like feeling
What?
feeling very funny inside.
And then getting nervous that the whole thing is gonna be together.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So I'm sure you didn't know when they were ushering down the hallway that Bryce and I were going to be waiting for you.
No.
No. Just open the door and you guys were just sitting there.
Yeah. So that was weird. And then Bryce and I had been there for a little while. We were getting hot. So Bryce steps outside for some fresh air. And do you guys remember this? That Bryce undid his towel. So his back was to us and his towel was behind him. He was doing this little dance with his towel. And I was just praying that the lady would come back around the corner. So then the worker guy that ushered us there the first time comes back, gets me and Bryce, leaves the two of you in there. Bryce and I go to this room. And we walk in, and there's this big burly dude with a big mustache who looks like he'd be out of like a mafia movie in a towel. This old guy. He's barking orders at us, and we don't know what he's saying. He's pointing at stuff, and he points at these little stools like this tall on the floor. So we go sit there, and we're just kind of looking around. And there's this like giant marble slab of like some dude laying on it, and a couple of people in the corner, just like sitting in the corner in towels. And we're just like kind of looking around, trying to figure out what's going on. And this guy fills up. There's like a little sink, like a faucet next to us. This guy fills up a bucket, and all of a sudden he just chucks the bucket of water and smashes Bryce in the face. And then he chucks it in my face like a half a gallon of water goes straight into my ear. He's like chucking water at us and starts like barking orders at us and telling us to like wash ourselves. So we just start like pouring buckets of water on us, looking at each other. And then the younger dude who took us there the first time, he comes back in, and he gets Bryce, and he takes Bryce over to the slab. And then the old guy gets me and lays me down on the slab. So we lay down on this big like marble slab that's heated, and it's weird. And they start like washing us and scrubbing us with this like prickly sponge thing. And then these guys get like this like 6 foot long loofah drenched in soap and starts rubbing it all over your body, and all of a sudden it's just soap suds everywhere. And so I'm just laying there like giggling the whole time, trying not to laugh. And then like this one time I look over, I'm laying on my back, I look over at Bryce, and the dude had removed, so he had rolled Bryce over on his stomach and like undid his towel. So through all the little soap suds, I see Bryce's bum poking up out of his and I'm just dying. I'm laughing. I'm trying not to laugh too loud because I think the guy is gonna strangle me, but I'm just like giggling to myself. And the guy pulls up my towel pretty high up on the thigh, but I got to leave my towel on the whole time. So I was super like excited. I thought it was funny that Bryce got his yanked off a little bit in the back, and I got to keep mine on. Anyway, we finish. They give us a new towel after they rinse us off. We go back and change, and the whole time we're just laughing. I'm like, I can't wait to tell Megan and Aubrey. I can't wait to tell Megan and Aubrey. I think it's like the best thing ever that Bryce got his towel removed and I didn't. So we get changed, and we're sitting in the lobby now, drinking our little tea, waiting for you. And I'm so excited to tell you about our experience. Little did I know, you're about to one-up me like crazy. So now I turned the time over to you two.
Turn the time over. Well, I just remember like after Obs and I got our towels, like when we like came out of the little locker room, like into the lobby, we were like waiting forever to like make sure you guys weren't there anymore. Like we're trying to make sure you guys are so far away. So then when they like led us to the sauna and you guys were there, I was like, oh.
Opened the door and we were like, hey, we're pretty much naked. But then our experience gets even better when we walk into the room where we go, and we're like under the impression we get to keep our towels on. And then the lady goes up to Megan, and then Megan, what happens?
Oh, she just like yanks it off, like just
Both of us.
like yanks it off, and then I think she started like, I can't really remember anything else but that part. I think she like started throwing like water on me, and we were like,
didn't you scream or something?
Yeah.
oh yeah, yeah.
Also, all of these ladies like had swimsuit bottoms on, and that was it. Like, you remember that? They were all topless. We were like, this was not what we thought we were getting into.
Roaming around. Yeah, I screamed and just like throwing water on me, and like Obs was like 2 inches away from me. We're just like laughing and giggling. I'm trying to like and then Aubrey goes, and the lady like lets her keep her towel on.
Only for like 1 minute, and then she made me take it off.
Megan,
And
you thought you were
then-
getting totally hosed because it's just luck of the draw.
And then she yanks mine off too. And then we're laying on the tables, giggling hysterically, because how can you not with what's happening?
Yeah.
Like, topless ladies are loofahing you down on marble slabs. So we're laughing, and what did they say? One of them turns to us and just says, hush.
Yeah. They were like not amused at all.
They were so serious.
And as we're like walking through the halls, like we just don't know anything that's going on. So I'm like, so we're just like walking without anything on through the halls, like just like butt naked, and we like don't know if we're gonna like run into you guys.
And then do you remember when we were drying on a new marble slab, and we could hear you guys, and so we were like, oh my gosh, are they coming over here to this part where we are? We're like lying totally naked drying on a hot marble slab.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing
Hear
is.
Bryce.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is, none of us knew what was next. The whole time we're like, I don't know what they're gonna do next. I have no idea what's coming next.
Yeah.
And then, and we could hear you guys giggling. And then Bryce, I don't even know why he said it, but he goes, very nice.
It's my favorite. That's my favorite line from Forever for him because he says it. We say it all the time now.
And
We were
you
just
guys
like,
thought
just
that he
amazing.
was like walking in on you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were just like laying down, like, and we couldn't see what was going on. We just like heard it, and it sounded like he was like right there. So we're like, oh my gosh.
Like he was singing about you. Which, knowing Bryce, he would. Little pervert.
It's funny that you mentioned his like bum sticking up above all those bubbles because his bum was the most seen bum of anything on the
That
trip when he
trip.
was like in Africa when he was like trying to moon everybody in the safari
Safari.
van.
Yeah, you and Cassie Baker had your brand new high definition cameras you're testing out, and you're taking pictures of our Land Cruiser, and he got so excited he popped his button off his shorts because he was so excited to moon you at the right time, and both of you just screamed. You both have this big smile on your face taking photos of us, and then you both scream and turn your head.
Yeah, very, very sincere screams. As we're talking about this, I'm like surprised that we kept going with it. Like, just like, because I don't know, like, we didn't know if we're gonna run into you guys.
We didn't even know what to do. I think we were just like, Also, this lady's gonna probably punch me because she's like,
Yeah, then the mafia guy came back when we were paying and threatened me and Bryce and made us pay him a big tip.
Yeah, I forgot that.
Like, we don't know what's going on here. We don't speak your language. We're sorry.
Oh man.
This is the best.
But I had really soft skin for a few days after that.
Good way to end a trip, you know?
That's good. All right. Well, thanks for sharing your story. That was a hit.
Let's go to the Turkish Bath.
We were telling a lot of people that when we got back.
Everyone do it.
Everyone had their towel yanked off, except me.
Have you heard of other people that have gotten Turkish baths since then?
No, I haven't talked to anyone about it.
Hmm.
You need to fill it out. See if they all got theirs ripped off too.
Let's see.
Oh my gosh. Corey. Oh my gosh. Oh my
Remember that?
The best surprise of my whole bridal shower was you showing up dressed like me at a Turkish bath.
I cannot believe the crap you guys talked me into. I showed up at both of your bridal showers.
It was so good.
Yeah.
What did we have you dressed up for Megs? Were you in her pants?
Yeah, I was in her Lion King leggings, and
okay, that's what I was thinking.
And for some reason, I was in a sports bra. And I came jogging through the house.
A little exerciser Megs.
Dude, I didn't even have it on my radar, and I should have.
So for Aubrey's, Megan and Lizzie put me up to it. And the weird thing about it is, so, you know, the bridal shower is already like in progress. It's been going for an hour or whatever. I don't know anything about bridal showers. And I just fling the front door open and walk in. The first person I see is Aubrey's sister, my ex-girlfriend, who I hadn't seen since we broke up. She's like 2 feet in front of me is the first person I see. Then I walk in and I'm just like, what the heck am I doing here? And then I look over and there's like some 4-year-old kid. Like, who the heck, who brings their kid to a bridal shower? I thought those were for mature audiences only. So I got the heck out of there pretty quick. Although I think my towel fell off first, and I was in a Speedo.
Yeah, it's probably Speedo under there.
And then like a year later, I was somewhere and someone introduced me to some girl. I'm like, oh, hey, nice to meet you. I'm Tim. She's like, I know you. I'm like, really? She's like, yeah, I met you. You were wearing a Speedo, wearing a red wig. I'm like, oh gosh.
Oh crap.
Oh man.
So good.
I'm pretty sure that was your idea though, right? We didn't come up with that.
I don't know. You're the ones that talked me into making an appearance at the bridal shower. Maybe I'm the one that picked the outfit. I don't know.
It was a good choice. A good choice of outfits.
I thought that up. I'm a genius. But maybe it was. If it wasn't you, it was Lizzie.
Yeah. She always.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that morning I went to the TaylorMade Center Street in Provo to the costume store and bought that red wig and asked about their return policy, which was that you can't return it after you put it on your head. So I still have it.
You still have a red wig.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
I'm surprised you didn't have a red wig from like that skit you did with like Tyler and Corey.
Oh,
Yeah.
About the women of Provo 42nd Ward or whatever.
Pillow talk.
Yeah, Pillow Talk.
Yeah,
So
I should
good.
post that one.
Yeah.
That was a really good one.
Okay, well that's all I got on my list for this time. What do you guys think? Anything to add?
Hmm.
No. I feel like we have so many more good stories to tell later, you know?
Yeah, I feel like there'll be a lot for Africa version.
Okay, keep brainstorming and write down your stories, and we'll get some more people. Do it again.
Okay. I subscribed to your YouTube channel, Tim.
Oh, nice. You're probably subscriber number 7. My calculations are correct.
I'm gonna do it.
You should send out when you post a new one because I feel like more people would watch.
I know, I never know when they come out.
I don't really care about subscribers.
I know, but you should just tell people when they come out so then people can watch them, you know? I just check every once in a while.
Well, when you subscribe, you're supposed to get alerts when there's a new video, right? A notification.
Yeah. Maybe I turn my notifications off. I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm going to stop the recording.
Oh, okay. You can like rewind it like a million times.
Yeah.
I'm not rewinding. We're keeping all of this.
Getting sidetracked on 1,000 things.
Logistics.
Yeah.
All right, well.
Kind of figured you'd cut that out.
Nope. I could, but I'm tired of editing.
Yeah.
So that's why I stopped making movies, because I got sick of editing. So we're still recording.
I noticed.
All right, well, good to talk to you both. In 5 seconds, I'm going to stop. I care for you. I don't want to say I love you because you're married now. That's weird.
Right here.
I like you guys, and I like your husbands, and I like your kids.
Brad says hi. He's sitting on the
Oh,
couch.
hi, Brad. All right.
Tim, you're the
Thanks for
best.
joining me.
You're the best.
Talk another time. Peace out.
Thanks, Tim.
Bye.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.